All right. Greetings, everybody. I am Lissa Mahalik. My lovely assistant Napoleon Bonaparte is here. He is just hiding behind the fancy backgrounds today. Because since I'm not moving, I cannot tell you how tired I am of looking at this room on Zoom. So I'm giving my eyeballs a break. I'm giving my brain a break. And today we are going to do some breathing and doing some integrating, just like I'm sure a lot of you are feeling. There is I'm having a lot of information coming at me that I'm trying to integrate. And so right now, dancing it out is not a thing I can do. I am still here for you guys. I'm still showing up, and I have things I want. But one of the things that I want to do is to invite you guys to spend some time in your bodies today and just breathe. Like I said, this is a trigger warning, and not everybody is comfortable with breathing right now. Not everybody is feeling okay about breath. For those of you who are, welcome. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to breathe into our bodies. We are going to feel into ourselves. We are going to see what is within us right now, and we're just going to sit with it. Usually the dance breaks are about going in and finding it and bringing it out. Now we're going in and we're sitting with it, and we are being one with it. Let's see how that goes. Let's start as we usually do. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, imaginary hand on the back of your skull. And just breathe first into the belly, casually, into the heart, into the mind. Exhale from the belly, from the heart, from the mind. And we're going to go deeper into the belly. So feel your hand on your stomach. Bring your consciousness past your stomach muscles, past your gut, past your internal organs, and bring it back to that space that is between the internal organs and the spine. And you're going to breathe deeply into that center of your being. And release. And again, breathing deeply into that center. And release. We're going to find that space behind the heart. Finding that space under your hand, behind the sternum, behind the heart. Feel the size of that organ. It's about fist size, but it's three-dimensional. It's not just a flat cutout. It goes back about the same width as this from knuckle to knuckle. So feel that sensation going back inside. And inhaling. And exhaling. And find that space behind the heart, between the heart and your spine. And inhale even farther back. And exhaling. Now, you can either use your actual hand, or you can keep your imaginary hand on your occiput on the curve of your spine, or curve of your skull back there. Breathing back into your skull, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, feel the air coming up through the nasal passages, feel it going behind the brain and inhaling. And exhaling. And one of the things we're going to do today is we're going to open up from the inside. We're going to increase the space in these three areas. We're going to increase space for our gut. We're going to increase space for our heart. We're going to increase space for our mind. As we do that, we're going to feel into the way that self-care can also be a form of protest. I know a lot of people are out there carrying signs and shouting and protesting, and that is good. I am not discouraging anybody. In fact, I'm going to be out there, probably not later today, but certainly later this week. So that is a thing that we're all going to be doing. But the other thing is that taking care of ourselves is important too. We are in here for the long haul. And so spending some time going in and taking care of ourselves and seeing what is on the inside, because we are all doing the work on the inside, right, my fellow white people? because we need to do that. As we go in, then we see what is in us and we expand and we hold space for that. And just like any cleanse, we might find some things that need to go. So we're going to let them go. And we're going to make sure that when they pop up, we clean them right back out again. Keeping those things in mind, in the back of your mind, as we expand the backs of our minds. First, we're going to go down again to the gut, because when the gut and the heart and the mind are all unified, that is when things change and when things start to happen. So, if you are sitting, feel your sits bones sitting on the seat underneath you. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Just like we've been doing a lot of times, feel the flat of the feet, feel your little toes. Let the little toes curl under just a bit to continue rooting down and having space. Feel that connection from the feet to the foreleg bones, through the knees, thigh bones, hip joints, and pelvis to the sits bones. And just feel how the sits bones are part of the pelvis. Feel how the sacrum is also part of the pelvis. Feel the front of the sacrum. Feel that expansiveness, that space as you inhale, inhaling from the ground, up from your feet to the back of the sacrum, and feel how that expansiveness, as you breathe, continues to move itself up the back of your spine. Expanding, moving up, back behind the gut. As you inhale, inhale it up even more. Up the curve of the lower back from the inside. Feel how it comes up behind the stomach and the liver and the spleen and right between the kidneys. Feel how it comes up behind the diaphragm. So you inhale the bottom of your thoracic spine. Feel how it comes up into the curve of your thoracic spine behind the lungs, behind the heart. Inhaling more behind the throat, into the base of the skull and into the inside curve of your skull, behind the brain, up to the top of your skull. And one more time as you inhale, feel how the breath and the energy and that drawing up can go all the way from the feet, through the legs and the spine, out the top of the head and into the universe. Each of us is the center of the universe. The center of the universe is where you are right now. And it's also where everyone else is right now. We are millions and millions of centers of the universe. Each one of us. What will you do with that power and with that privilege? What will you do with that responsibility? How will you stand up for people whose centers of the universeness is being denied? Inhaling up. One more time, inhale from the feet all the way out to the universe. Now we reach out with our consciousness out to the rest of the universe. Inhale into the nose, into the brain glands, into the back of the head. Feel the skull expand both sides, left and right. As you inhale and release, but leave it large. As you inhale again, feel the skull expanding front and back. And exhale. One more time. As you inhale, feel the skull expanding top and bottom. And release. If there's a space in your skull that feels like it's not expanding along with the rest of it, breathe in there and see if you can get the whole skull to expand. Just take a moment to expand your skull from the inside as you breathe. Expand. As you release, your mind stays expanded. It's not a metaphor. Just continue to breathe and take a few moments quietly. And take one more breath. Expand your mind into possibilities, into seeing new things, into assimilating new information that may have been there all along and you weren't looking for it. And as you inhale, your mind's so wide that it can take in what it needs. Let what you need pour down the front of your spine, behind your throat, behind your heart, behind your diaphragm, behind your stomach, behind your gut, in front of your sacrum, out to the hip sockets, thigh bones, foreleg bones, and feet. Take a couple breaths like that and just notice how that inhale feels. Inhale and expand, and how that exhale feels running down the front of your spine. Take about 3 breaths here. And notice what happens as you breathe. You've breathed up from the earth. You've breathed down from the universe. Now one more time. Hand to the belly, hand to the heart, imaginary hand to the back of the skull. And inhale deep into your belly, behind your gut. Expand more space for your gut so you can listen to your gut instincts. In those times when you know you need to speak up, in those times when you know you need to act, in those times when you know that you need to do the right thing. So inhaling, making space for your gut instincts. When you need to leave something, you need to get rid of something. Space for your gut instincts, and exhale. Your heart. Breathing again into the back of your heart. Expand space for your heart. What you know in your heart is true. What you know in your heart needs to happen. And remember from yesterday's break, how the heart is connected to the hands. What is in your heart that needs to come out into action? Inhaling into that space, expand. More space for your heart. And finally, you can bring your real hand back to your head if you like, or you can just let it be. And inhale into the back of your mind, maybe into that space in your mind that needed expanding earlier. Make sure it's still open. Inhale, expand your mind. Receive the energy you need. Receive the information you need. And make space for new ways of thinking. Now let's take our hands to close. Bring your hands to the center of your body. Feel the strength in your arms. Feel the sturdiness of your bones. Your bones are your structure. Your bones give you structure and protection. Feel this circle of strong bones surrounding your heart. Inhale into that space behind your heart and feel how you're expanding that space for things that you know in your heart. Inhaling back, feel your ribs moving against your shoulder blades. Exhale. Feel the bones of your palms, of your forearms, upper arms, shoulder blade, rib cage, thoracic spine. One last time, inhale from your heart. As you inhale from your heart, inhale up the front of your spine out to the universe. And exhale. As you do that, do it one more time. Inhale out to the universe and set your intention for how you're going to take action, what you're doing next, what you know in your heart and in your gut and in your mind needs to happen. Inhale that intention out to the universe. And exhale. And now these next two breaths, you're going to inhale again into your heart, down the front of your spine, hip joints, leg bones, feet, and earth. And you're going to ground that intention in reality and action. Bring it in and ground. And one more time, breathing in through the heart and ground. Thank you for being here today. Do feel free to share this. The more people who see this, the more people who feel the way you're feeling right now, which I hope is super awesome, the better world we're going to be living in. So if we are not connected with our bodies, then all the thinking and all the mantras and all the hugs and all the self-care, God, I miss hugs, are not going to land in us because we are not connected somatically. So go into your body, have that somatic experience when you can feel what is truly happening in your body. And then we can really take our action out and make a difference. Every human who has a body can do this. Inhaling and exhaling. We can do this. We can make change. We can make sure that everybody's lives matter. Black lives matter. Trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Let's bring everybody together and uplift those people who have not been uplifted in the past. I'm not getting everything right. I'm making mistakes all over the place. Jeez, are you kidding me? But I'm going to keep being here, and I'm going to keep doing my best, and with luck, my best will continue to get better. So enjoy your anatomy. Take the sensation of what's going on in your body and take it out to make real, lasting change in the world. They don't call it the body politic by mistake. It is not a metaphor. Let's change and grow together. Enjoy your anatomy. I'll be here tomorrow.